This is the O500 GP PinPoint Background Suppression Sensor from Baumer. This sensor can be taught in the first 5 minutes that it's powered up. After that, it locks out to prevent operators from changing its settings. You teach the sensor by using a ferromagnetic tool. It's a tool with iron. A screwdriver works great. The sensor has 3 levels to teach. Level 1 is a 1-point teach. That's for easy applications. Level 2 is a 2-point teach. That's for trickier applications. And level 3 is a factory reset. Let's take level 1 for example. We reach level 1 teaching by using the QTeach function and waiting for the sensor to flash once per second. Once the sensor is flashing, it's in teach mode. For this application, let's detect this box in this orientation, but ignore this orientation and this orientation. We do that by showing the sensor the target. We wait for the sensor to stop flashing and give us one quick flash. There it is. Now, we can detect the object in this orientation, but we ignore it like this and like this. You'll notice that we have a green light on our test box when the part's in position. That means that we have a P&P output. Now, if we want to change the light-dark operate function of the sensor, we teach it in the same way. We go into 1-point teach, and we show it the target. But then within 4 seconds, we show it the target again. And now when the object is there, we have a red light, which indicates that there's no P&P output. Now, for trickier applications, we would use a 2-point teach. We look for flashing lights again to tell us where we are in our functional settings. There's 1-point teach. Now there's 2-point teach. It's flashing twice as fast. We show the sensor the target, we remove the target, and show it the background. We wait for one quick flash, and now we can reliably sense that part without respect to color. Now, when we see the part, you see we have a red light. That indicates that there's no P&P output. To change the light-dark operate setting, we go to 2-point teach again. And this time, we reverse the order and show it the background, and then show it the part. Now when there's a part there, we have a green light, which indicates that we have a P&P output on. We'll be able to sense it again without respect to color. The third level returns the sensor to its factory default settings. We reach that by using the QTeach function again. We go past 1-point and 2-point teach, and finally to the final setting, which returns it to factory default settings. There's one more flash characteristic that we can see from the sensor. The four flash characteristics are 1-point teach there, 2-point teach there, factory default there, and the last one flashes twice as fast as the factory default setting, and that indicates that the sensor is in an error mode. You can see the error mode. We can demonstrate that by doing this. We'll go to 2-point teach, and we'll show it this is the target, but instead of showing it the background, we'll show it the target again, and it flashes like that, indicating that there's a setting error. That's the O500 GP sensor. It's a PinPoint background suppression sensor from Baumer.